Richardson and Channing Frye, and I can see by the giggling the jokes have already begun. I'll get filled in later. We're glad you guys are with us. We've got 6 games in the NBA tonight. Some Eastern Conference looks that could be very interesting. So we're going to start off by taking a look at the Eastern Conference standings to put things in perspective. 1 through 8, that's all that matters because that's all that gets to go to the playoffs. You can see Indiana and Philadelphia have the same record, but because of the head-to-head contest, Indiana is ranked ahead of them. But let's go to Philadelphia, guys. Philadelphia plays tonight in Atlanta. What do they have to do?
I mean, they just have to show up, basically. But it's not the point. I'll let Q go, and then I got my own take. But I'm going to let you go first. For
me, Philadelphia has to figure out who they're going to be when Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons both play together. I mean, you know, you hear all of the things that Ben plays so well when JoJo isn't out there, and I don't care which way you slice it, no team is going to be better without having the Joel Embiid on the squad and being playing. So for me, they have to figure that out, and I think they lost a lot when they lost Jimmy Butler last year, leaving, going to Miami. I feel like, for me, that was the thing that put them in a bad way and made me not want to pick them to go to the Eastern Conference Finals or be the Eastern Conference champions, because I felt like that he's the one alpha male that was going to be able to lead those guys, and now I don't know who is.
Yeah. I think, for me, when you have those 2 really, really good players, you have to pick and just put that horse up front. You know, like put that dog up front. And for me, I like big guards. I like Ben Simmons. I know it's not the most popular answer, but Joel Embiid over his career has been hurt a lot. Mm-hmm. And so for me, my question is, do I want to bet on Joel Embiid for 40 games a year, or can I build a playoff team around Ben Simmons? I feel like Ben Simmons makes everyone better, where Joel Embiid is, I think, the best big in the league. Right. But can I bet my whole team on his health? Really? And that, I know it's not the right question, but that's the question I have to ask. I don't think they should be on the same team. And I think right now, if you make a trade for Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid, you're getting them at peak, and you're going to get a lot of really good pieces back.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because the trade deadline is looming. It's next week, in fact. So that was going to be my question. Is that the solution for the 76er team, to make a trade?
I mean, you're 6 right now. You think about this. Let's go down the list. Toronto, who I'm amazed with, that is number 2 in the East.
Yes, we all are impressed.
They're only going to get better. And you know Masai is ready to make a trade, even if it's not the most popular opinion. He's going to do whatever it takes to go back to the Eastern Conference Finals and the Finals. And then Miami, those guys are only going to get better because most of their rookies are contributing to the team. So then you go, Boston's going to be Boston. And then you go, Indiana is just now getting their head honcho back. They might have the best backcourt in the Eastern Conference right now.
Oladipo and Brogdon.
Yes. So how are they getting better? Orlando's going to be Orlando. Brooklyn's going to be Brooklyn. But how is Philly going to get better? Because obviously it's oil and water right there. You know, they can't win on the road. They're okay at home, and they play better when one of the two-headed dragon doesn't play.
Trade or no trade? What do you think, Q?
I say you have to make a trade if you're them. I tend to slow down saying Joel or Ben, but I just don't see them being good enough with the pieces they have right now as they're constructed. I mean, I'm just trying to find who's going to replace what Jimmy brought, and I don't see it. I love Tobias Harris. I love Josh Richardson. I love Al Horford, but none of those guys feel that void that he brought, the toughness, the leadership. Because when you saw when it going got tough in the playoffs, it wasn't really Joel who was leading them. It wasn't really Ben who was leading them. That was when Jimmy showed up the most and made his biggest impact for the team. So, I mean, I feel like that right there is a hole that they can't fill. I think they can try and make some moves and try and change some things up, but I don't know what move they would make that would solidify them and put them and exalt them into contention.
So do you keep it as this year, as the upper management, and say, hey, we're going to give them 1 year to learn or to show that they've learned from last year.
To play together.
Play together. Now, if this year it doesn't work out, you hit that button.
I finish this season out, then I think about it in the summer. If things don't look the way I want it, then I think I rethink it in the summer. Because they got a lot of big contracts. Tobias is on like 180, 190, and those both guys are on maxes. Al Horford's getting a big contract. So, I mean, they got some decisions to make. You can't have that much money out there and everybody's just sitting still at a 6 or a 5. Yeah, 6th place or 5. That's not going to be acceptable.
And they're that young.
Yes.
Right. So you want to build for the future, but win now all you can.
Why not? Go for it.
We will see what they do. Like I said, trade deadline's next week, so we're all going to find out really quickly what's going to happen.
Time is ticking.
And stuff's going to start flying on the ticker. Can't wait. Speaking of can't wait, Boston Celtics hosting the Golden State Warriors. That's on TNT tonight. Jason Tatum will be playing. Great news for him. Will he be an all-star?
For sure.
Yes,
We'll
he
find
will.
out for
If he's
sure.
not, I'm writing a letter.
At 7 p.m. on TNT, they announced the reserves. I can't wait to see this letter and who is it going to be addressed to. We'll be right back with more Game Time.
Proper authority.